back to Life From Phezzo. I just had this somewhat of an epiphany, I guess you could say. I just want to say, I think that the reason that a lot of females are like single and can't find the type of guy that they're looking for is because they are way too dominant, I guess you could say, controlling even. And whether they are the way they are by choice or by force, that's how it happens. It causes a problem with being able to coincide with the more dominant man that does not jump at your every beckoning call, or does not, you know, basically say okay to everything that you tell him to do. So, I mean, it's just a personal opinion of mine, in a sense, but fact remains that y'all motherfuckers be too pushy sometimes. If you would learn to compromise instead of feeling as if someone is trying to control you, it would be a lot easier. Now, I do know some motherfuckers that will try and control you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying let a motherfucker control you. But it's like everybody's trying to one-up their spouse. And it's pointless. Like, it's not a competition between me and you. It's a competition between us and the world. And that's the way that it's supposed to be. But people tend to treat relationships like it's a fucking basketball game to 21 to see who get there the fastest and shit. And it's just not. That ain't it. That's just not it. That's why a lot of times that shit fails. Like, it fails, and it fails horribly. It's always well, you did this, and oh well, you know what, you did that, so that's why I did this, and all this other shit. Like, all of that shit is unnecessary, bro. Like, I promise you it is. So in my ranting, I'm gonna say that it needs to be what's the word that I'm looking for? Addressed. And once you address the situation, and I mean to you, of yourself, now look yourself in the mirror and come to terms with you and who you are and how you do shit and how fucked up of a person you are, and then that's when you'll start to realize that, okay, well, maybe I didn't need to handle that situation like that, or maybe I didn't need to be so pushy in this instance, or maybe there's always a fucking maybe. Just be mindful of the shit that you do, what you do, how you do what you do, what you say, and how you say what you say to certain people and shit like that. And I guarantee you life will be a lot easier.